Hey guys, what's up? It's Missy, and I am back. Today we are running late, but there is a women's ride closer to the beach, so we are gonna see if we can catch up with them. If not, we're just gonna cruise around ourselves, and then maybe stop at a friend's house and hang out with them for a little bit. If you can't tell, I took my windshield off for no particular reason other than I want to see what it feels like with the windshield off. I've pretty much ridden with the windshield on since I got the bike. There were a few times that I didn't have it on, obviously, but I wasn't really doing highway speeds. I wasn't really going fast or going far. So I want to see what it's like to have a truly naked bike. I definitely feel more wind on my helmet and on my chest, but I'm a-okay with that for now. Let me know how the audio sounds. I think I've got them all figured out, all of my audio issues. Hopefully I don't have to mess around with my audio anymore. But basically I think what was happening was something was going on with the adapter on my microphone, because, and I don't know the science or the engineering behind it, but to run the Purple Panda microphone to the GoPro Hero 12, you need to use a TRS adapter. And I think that's what was messing up my audio issues in past videos. Because in the last video where I crashed the Harley event, I unplugged and replugged in that adapter and my microphone worked fine. But I've actually done away with the Purple Panda microphone. So now I am using a DJI Mic 2, which this is my first time trying it out. I haven't done any test rides with it or anything, so this is the very first time I've ever used it. But it's a Bluetooth microphone. Pretty sure most of you watching probably know exactly what it is, but it's nice because now I don't have to have any extra wires in my helmet. The only wires I got in here now are from my CARDO. However, I had a huge problem when I was trying to connect my DJI Mic 2 to my GoPro Hero 12. And what was happening was I would connect the Hero 12, or turn on the Bluetooth, turn on the Mic 2, and try to pair it up, and it would just sit and spin and it wouldn't actually pair. So I looked it up. I was looking online for answers. I attempted to update the firmware on both the camera and the microphone, and it just wasn't connecting. And I noticed a bunch of people on Reddit had the same issue. And from what I can tell, and I could be completely wrong, but from what I was reading online, it appears that it's a known issue that these GoPro Hero 12s do not connect to the DJI Mic 2. I think the only way I'd be able to get them to sync up is if I had the receiver plugged into the GoPro, and I didn't buy a receiver. I just bought the transmitter standalone. So I thought, well, this is stupid. I have a microphone that can solve all of my audio problems, but I can't use it because it just doesn't work with the camera unless I manually plug it in, which defeats the purpose of being a Bluetooth microphone. Seeing as how I've owned the GoPro for just over a month and I have had nothing but problems with it, I'm getting rid of it. I'm already using a different camera. So yeah, I'm using the DJI Osmo Action 4, which obviously seamlessly integrates with the DJI Mic 2. I've done quite a bit of research because I was debating between the Osmo Action 4 and the Insta360 Ace Pro. And honestly, most of the action cameras out there are pretty comparable. There's a couple of, caveats with each. They all have their pros and cons. It just kind of comes down to the kind of content that you want to create and what's important to you. And I think all things considered, the Action 4 was just going to be the best bet for the kind of content that I want to create. So that's what I got. Plus, it's a relatively inexpensive camera. And for what you get with the camera, I just feel like it's such a great value. I believe the DJI also has some of the best battery life compared to all three action cameras, and that's something that's really important to me because I would get really, really annoyed with the GoPro, and it's really terrible battery life. Not to mention, just to change the battery on the GoPro, I had to take it off of the mount, take it out of the media mod, replace the battery, put it back in the media mod, reattach all my cables. It was just very, very cumbersome. And it made me not want to film because it was just more annoying than it was worth. But the DJI has the magnetic mount, and the battery door is a lot easily accessible, and I don't need this giant media mod just to record audio for my videos. I believe the DJI is also the smallest out of all of the cameras, so that's a plus because any amount of weight that I can shave off of my helmet is great. Honestly, I don't even know what the audio sounds like with me going 75 miles an hour. But I guess we'll see. Look at the coaster. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you think of the new camera. Hopefully the audio is good. I do have to play around with the gain settings. So if the audio is really peaky, I apologize. I think this is the last weekend before school starts for a lot of people. So it's probably going to be super busy down here. Everybody's trying to get that last beach day in before they have to go back to school. I am 99% sure I'm going to miss that meetup. Oh well. It would be cool to ride with some other people, but I don't know if I'm quite ready for riding with a group. But yeah, I am 100% done with GoPro. I originally bought it out of brand loyalty because GoPro has been one of the biggest names in action cameras. They kind of pioneered action cameras. And I still have a GoPro Hero 4 that works flawlessly. So I had super high expectations on the GoPro Hero 12, and I've just been met with disappointment. Like, to put into perspective, guys, I literally had the camera for barely over a month. And I have only used it a few times, but the few times that I've used it, I've just been really disappointed and frustrated. and it makes it really difficult to even want to film because of how annoyed I just get filming, not knowing if my audio is recording or if the battery is adequate or if my files are going to corrupt. And I know people with past GoPros that have had these corruption issues with their SD cards. And I thought, oh, they must have fixed that with the 12, surely. And nope, I had a corrupted file not long ago. And the fact that you have to have these adapters and these media mods, which the camera is already big, but adding this media mod made it way bigger and heavier and cumbersome. It was just not good. So I was very, very unhappy with GoPro, and I've heard a lot of really good things about the Osmo Action 4, so that's ultimately why I decided to go with it. Bicyclist at that light was like, up ahead, there's a cop, and he tapped his head. He said he should be on the beach side. That's so funny. It was a motorcycle cop, and he definitely got someone. Setting says loud exhaust enforced. Thankfully, I don't have one of those. So the meet was somewhere over here. I have the address, I just have to put it in my phone. But it's been 20 minutes since it was supposed to be kickstands up, so I have a feeling they probably took the freeway. Easiest way to make a U-turn is to just do a full circle and a roundabout. I think that's the same person that passed me earlier. Oh, this sucks. Alright, it's whatever. I'll just not go to that meet. I was tired of sitting in traffic. But I do need to stop and change out the batteries on all my stuff. And get gas.